Hey there, welcome to day 332 of our Let's Grow annual challenge. Sharon Horne-Ellstrom here, and today we are continuing with No Nonsense November, tip and tool number 27. And today's tip is to enhance your problem solving and your problem solving skills. And we're going to go about that in a couple of ways. I'm going to share how I actually do it, but the tool that was recommended for us today, and I looked into a little bit, is the Mind Tool Problem Solving Kit. I didn't find the specific kit, but I did find an entire website called Mind Tools, mindtools.com. Not a plug for them, not affiliated with them in any way, never even been on there before this morning. But they have supposedly 3,000 different tools in there that you can have access to, exclusive tools. I don't know how exclusive they can be because most of the world uses the same tools with different names over and over and over again. I'm going to share a 5-step process to enhance your problem solving skills, and you can go and you can find what kind of tools work for you. I like the memory jogger series because they're small. They're filled with analytical, different tools, problem solving tools, decision making tools for groups or for individuals, whatever is appropriate to the situation. And so I recommend those books. They've been around for a long time. They're based on quality tools, right? Quality, how we do things, the way we get things done. Things like Fishbones, mind mapping, Pareto analysis, decision-making tools, all kinds of things. So we've got Harlow's story and guide to the Let's Grow Annual Challenge private Facebook groups. You can look at her story and how she applied these different tools using actually the Mind Tools problem-solving kit to enhance her problem solving and continually improve it. One of the things, there's several things that we learn in our life, and we want to always be getting a little bit better, or a whole lot better in those areas. To me, decision making, which problem solving is the precursor to me to decision making, because if we don't analyze the problem and look at the problem and solve the right problem in the first place, then all of our decision making can be for naught, right? So we want to make sure that what we're doing and how we're doing it is effective. And using tools is one of the fastest, easiest ways to do that. I'm a huge believer in tools. The step one of the process is to recognize the problem and being able to identify what is the actual problem, making sure we're solving the right problem. So often in many areas of life, we are solving symptoms of a problem, but we're not getting down to the root cause and solving that other problem. We see this on a national, an international, a personal, a business, an organization level, solving the wrong problems all the time, putting band-aids on things that really need to be totally reworked and reevaluated. But we want to have some kind of a framework for looking at this and doing this. Actually, that's step two, is we want to have some kind of a creative framework for working forward in our problem solving decision making efforts. I'm going to add decision making because once we identify the problem, we're really going into decision making. We're not still focusing on the problem. We're looking for solutions. And as soon as we flip that switch from problem to solution, it's a much more positive, proactive approach than focusing on the problem. We all get to bitch, whine, and complain sometimes about the problems that we have or situations that happen that we have no control over. But at some point we have to say, well, what does this mean to me? What is the root cause of the problem that I'm personally experiencing, and how I'm going to go about solving it? Step two is to develop a creative framework to use in your problem solving efforts, right? There's all kinds of them. There's SCAMPER, which stands for, substitute, combine, adapt, modify, put to another use, eliminate, and review. Obviously, I don't use SCAMPER very often, but it is a way to deal with situations and problems. I am an avid fan, you may know already, of the SOAP framework. What's our current situation? What's our current story? What's our desired story? That creates the gap that we're going to fill with the rest of the steps. That's identifying the problem is what's my current and what's my desired situation. That creates this pull from where we are to where we want to be, and a natural pull. We don't even sometimes have to do anything more than that, then clearly identify where we are right now and where we want to be. And then our subconscious starts to work on putting the other pieces in place to get us from point A to point B. But I like the SOAP framework. Of course, this is in alignment with the rest of the steps of the process that I'm talking about today. We have to, after we've decided framework we're going to use. We can also use brainstorming, mind mapping, all kinds of tools. And today is all about finding and having a little toolbox of your own for whenever you need to solve a problem or make a decision. Step 3 of this process is to evaluate options with precision. Sometimes precision is important. Sometimes it's important to just look at your options and start acting right away, depending on how dire the situation is. Every challenge we have is not the end of the world or the end of our life. So it doesn't deserve the same amount of attention that the big challenges do deserve. We want to evaluate our options. Again, can use all kinds of tools in our toolbox, our mind map or memory jogger. This is memory jogger 2 toolbox. And what I like about these is, number one, I can't see them because they're so small, but they give you decision trees and things for how to know what tool to use when. So if you're brand new to using different tools, it explains the tool, gives an example, and talks through when to use it, the benefits of it, etc. But there's mind mapping is in there for sure. Fishbone diagrams are in there. Pareto charts are in there. Decision-making matrices are in there. And then once we go through all that and we pick the thing that we're going to do, we take action on it. We implement the solution as step 4 with confidence because we know that we've structured our decision making and our problem solving right in the first place. And so we can move forward confidently with the option that we selected to solve the problem with. And finally, step 5 is always reflecting, reviewing, and adapting to the result that we got from the thing that we implemented in the previous step. So that, of course, goes right in line with the SOAP framework. And that's why I like the SOAP framework. It applies to any problem, any obstacle, any challenge, anything that pops up in our life that we might need to deal with or that we have been procrastinating about because we don't want to deal with it, but we really know that we need to and we want to because our life will be better if we do. So check out Harlow's story. Today, just think of one problem or challenge that you're having and ask yourself, just use this framework to say, okay, what's the problem? Let me identify it. What's my current situation? Why is it a problem for me? And then what do I want the situation to be like? What is the end result I want? Then use some kind of a format to structure how you're going to analyze options and pick the thing you're going to take action on. Then take that action, implement it, and see what kind of result you get. And then adapt and review and adapt accordingly. We want to make sure that we're learning on a continuous basis. Problem solving, decision making, it's a constant thing. I think we make, I don't know how many decisions we make a day, but I'm sure we make tens of thousands of little decisions every single day. A lot of them at a subconscious level because we've taken things and made them automatic in our lives. All right, if I can help you in any way, ask. Otherwise, have an absolutely fantastic day, and I'll, of course, be with you tomorrow.